On this episode of The Outdoorsman, a new star makes an appearance as he gets his first ever deer with a crossbow. It's a good little episode, so stay tuned and we hope you enjoy. Well, as you guys have seen so far, we've had a really good start to this deer season. We've got 4 does on the ground, Grandpa already filled his buck tag, and we were actually able to get one more kill for you guys right before the October lull. And that kill was done by the landowner's son of Cattle Ridge. Basically, the property we hunt called Cattle Ridge is owned by a gentleman named Mike. Well, his son Sagan is 8 up with hunting and filming, and he's about the same age I was when I first started to get obsessed with it. And in the years to come, they are actually going to be picking up the cameras and filming with us. We have plans to turn that property into a big whitetail management property, so we're super excited. We can't wait to see what this friendship grows into and how we grow together as a group. But basically, for this season, I told Mike that I was going to get out and film his son as much as I could. We were going to try and get him on his first buck or just get him on a couple kills in front of the camera to get that feel for it and let him get excited about it, because it's exactly what it took for me at that age. So we slipped out to that Bloody Muddy where all the action's been happening so far at that property, and we were going to see if we could get Sagan on his first buck or just get a deer on the ground so we could put some meat in the freezer. Well, turned out to be a pretty good morning. Here it is.
On doing this morning interview, but we've had deer moving all morning long. We've seen about 3 different does so far, but today I'm out here at the Bloody Muddy where we've killed Grandpa's buck and then those 3 other does. But we got the landowner and his son. This is Mike, and then this is Sagan, and Sagan's looking to kill his first buck today for YouTube and for the Outdoorsman. So let's hope something strolls by. Temperature right now is like in the 60s, low 70s, and then the pressure is killer. It's like 30.1 with this light chance of rain. I thought it was going to keep the deer bedded. It kind of did, but not too much because they've been moving all morning long. We've had 1 deer bust and blow out, but a little bit after that, more came through, so it should be a good morning. I don't know how late we're going to sit, but past couple mornings where we've gotten pictures and had encounters, bugs have been showing up about 9ish, so it's getting pretty close to crunch time. Let's see what we can do, so guys, stay tuned. You ready? Got anything to say? Alright, let's see if we can get him a bug.
she got in the air?
I couldn't see where it hit, but it sounded like it hit.
She
a little far back.
I think it was more high than anything. I think.
Look at that. I mean, she's pouring.
There she is.
Sure. Dude, she is not. Look at, we can still see the ground blind. I mean, the ground blind is literally about 40-50 yards behind us. I'm surprised we didn't hear her crash. Hold on. She's.
Alrighty guys, well here it is about 12 o'clock and it did not take long for us to find this deer. He absolutely put the smack down on it. We were a little worried looking at the footage in the ground blind because it was a little high and a little touch back, but he actually had basically the same shot placement that I did on the first day that we killed at the beginning of the year, 52 yards, where it's high, little back, but he got both of the lungs and got the artery that runs just underneath of that spinal cord. And deer was down in about 30 yards. No issues whatsoever. We had a blast this morning. It's always a good time seeing the father and son get out here and hunting. And this is Sagan's second deer. So that's awesome. And he's got the second deer on camera for the outdoorsman, and now we're looking to claim the buck later this year. Couldn't ask for a better morning. I think the weather was right.
Perfect.
Yeah. Temperature, pressure, everything was good. And it's out of the same set where all the action has been happening out here at Cattle Ridge. We're literally sitting right on the edge of that bedding area, got a little food source, and the deer were funneling in and out of that corn all morning long. And then later on in the morning, he decided he was going to go ahead and put some meat in the freezer and smoked it. No issues whatsoever. Got some breakfast, came back 30 yards and we were done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you later on the next episode of The Outdoorsman.
Yes, we will. Good job, Sagan. Proud of you, buddy.